in the misty, ancient forests of the Pacific Northwest, where towering redwoods and dense underbrush obscure the path of even the most seasoned explorer. A legend lingers among the trees, a legend of a creature so elusive that it has become the stuff of modern myth. This is the tale of Bigfoot, the mysterious figure whose shadowy presence has both fascinated and terrified those who dare to seek the truth. It all began in the early 20th century, when sightings of a colossal, hairy creature began to surface in the remote wilderness of Washington state. Described as a towering figure covered in dark, matted fur with feet larger than any humans, Bigfoot seemed to be a remnant of a bygone era, an ape-like giant that had somehow slipped through the cracks of modern civilization. One of the most famous accounts dates back to the fall of 1967, when Roger Patterson and Bob Gimlin, two amateur filmmakers and avid Bigfoot enthusiasts, ventured into the rugged terrain of Bluff Creek in Northern California. Armed with a camera and a burning curiosity, they hoped to capture footage of the elusive creature that had become the subject of countless rumors and local tales. On October 20th, the men set out into the dense forest, their boots crunching over fallen leaves and twigs. They had heard reports from local loggers about strange, large footprints discovered in the area, footprints that seemed too large and too humanoid to belong to any known animal. As they trekked deeper into the woods, they kept their eyes peeled for any sign of the creature. Their patience was soon rewarded. Just after noon, as the sun struggled to penetrate the thick canopy overhead, they spotted movement in a clearing ahead. Through the trees, they glimpsed a towering figure, a creature standing nearly 8 feet tall, with broad shoulders and long arms that swung at its sides. Its fur was a dark brown, and its face, though partially obscured by the surrounding foliage, seemed to have a distinctly ape-like quality. Without hesitation, Patterson began filming, capturing the creature as it walked with an oddly deliberate gait, its large splayed feet leaving deep impressions in the soft earth. The footage, known as the Patterson-Gimlin film, shows the creature walking away from the camera, its muscles rippling under the thick fur. For a brief moment, it turned its head, revealing a face that was both haunting and oddly human. The film became a sensation, sparking widespread debate and intrigue. Experts and skeptics alike pored over the footage, analyzing every frame in an attempt to discern whether the creature was a hoax or a genuine unknown species. Despite numerous investigations, the film's authenticity remained contested, and the mystery only deepened. The legend of Bigfoot continued to grow as more sightings and reports emerged. Witnesses described encounters with a creature that seemed to be both elusive and aggressive. Some claimed to have heard its eerie howls echoing through the forest, while others reported finding massive footprints that seemed to appear overnight. There were tales of Bigfoot stealing food from campsites or leaving behind strange, unexplained markings on trees. One particularly chilling account came from a group of hikers in the early 1980s who were camping in the Olympic National Park. On a moonless night, they were jolted awake by a series of guttural growls and the sound of something heavy moving through the underbrush. As they peered out of their tents, they saw shadows moving around their campsite, their eyes catching the glint of eyeshine in the darkness. The next morning, they discovered massive, human-like footprints circling their camp, their hearts pounding with the realization that whatever had watched them had been closer than they had imagined. Despite the growing number of accounts and the persistent efforts of researchers and enthusiasts, the elusive nature of Bigfoot meant that concrete evidence remained frustratingly out of reach. Some argued that Bigfoot was a relic of prehistoric times, a creature that had somehow managed to survive hidden from modern eyes. Others suggested that it might be a misidentified bear or a prankster in an elaborate costume. As the years passed, Bigfoot remained a fixture of folklore and pop culture, appearing in documentaries, books, and films. For many, the creature became a symbol of the unknown, a reminder of the mysteries that still lurk in the dark corners of the world. Though no definitive proof has ever been found, the legend endures, as captivating and enigmatic as the shadowy figure that roams the forests. The Pacific Northwest continues to be a place of intrigue and wonder, where the legend of Bigfoot persists among the towering trees and winding trails. Whether a cryptid from the depths of prehistory or simply a figment of the imagination, Bigfoot remains a potent reminder of the allure of the unknown and the possibility that some mysteries may never be fully solved.